Hello, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It. We're here to investigate incest and destigmatize childhood sexual crimes. Many people don't want to talk about it. We do. With me today, I'm so excited for my next guest. Laura Ann is with me. And this story is a very unique story. I think millions of you will find yourself in this story. She has memory and recollections of some things in her childhood, but not everything. And that is the great crime that occurs as these things happen when we're small. And she and I were talking before this, and she talked about how it's a perfect crime of hell. And I really believe it is. There's a lot of darkness. So, with that, Laura, I first want to ask you about your motivation to be here with us. I like to start there because it's interesting and everybody has a unique thing. So, why don't you just tell us what motivated you to be here and to share your story today?
Well, I really wanted to free myself from feeling guilty about how I grew up. So I always felt guilty for being alive and doing things that I didn't know better doing, and for not protecting my children. So this is a good way for me to free my spirit from that bondage.
I love that. That's absolutely beautiful. And with that, I like people to just bring us into your story with what you're comfortable with. If we'll start with your childhood first. I know that I, as a mother, also lived with an abuser for 17 years. And under my watch, my children were raped by him. And it was probably the most devastating thing. I can still hardly say that without actually tearing up because it's incredibly hurtful. But I hadn't put my story together fast enough to protect my children. And when I did, I left. But it's a very hard puzzle to put together. The pieces are complicated, they don't seem to fit. So just bring us into your story of where you remember as a childhood. You were talking to me some about talking with your sister. Just bring us into that story with you.
Well, I went to my oldest sister, the oldest one of all of us. There's four girls and one little brother who is from a second marriage, who's my little brother, and I'm the baby of all the girls.
Okay.
So um, I started putting things together and pieces and healing when my sister paid for a course. It's called the Life Class with Oprah Winfrey, and it was in Houston. And my second to the oldest sister was upset that my sister was paying for the ticket and paying for everything for me because I was broke. And my oldest sister, she has been on a journey for a long time of healing and and spreading love. So she said this is one of the things she wanted to do for me because I think she saw that I needed to heal because I look lost, and she's seen a lot of ups and downs, and me trying to find my path in life. And she also had adopted me when I was 17. She had helped me finish school because I was living in the streets. I would run away. I didn't know why I would always run away. So when she took over for me and took me to another state and helped me finish school, um, she became a mother figure. And so I think this was something she knew she had to do for me. And this changed my whole life. And it helped me to realize that being angry in this world is not the way to live.